Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian's Sudoku puzzle. It's Monday the 26th of February 2024, Makapucha Day here in Thailand. That means it's a holiday, Buddhist holiday, so no scheduled work. I do have work to do, but nothing online today, so that's good. I'm sitting here with my cat, and I was thinking that right-wing extremism is very much like my cat's fungal disease. My cat's fungal disease came out of nowhere. It took me by surprise. It came on very quickly and has taken, it's 2.5 months now, is it? And it still hasn't quite gone. He still has a slight problem in his ears, but it's almost gone now. But it will take another couple of week or so, I think, for it to get rid of. But very lengthy and difficult process to get rid of. Same thing with right-wing authoritarianism. When Trump lost to Biden, it wasn't far enough. It was still fairly close. I know it was 7 million votes or something, but that's not wide enough. The margin needs to be much larger than that for it to be, to remove Trump and his ideas from political discourse. And I say this because in Brazil, there has just been a massive demonstration in support of Jair Bolsonaro, another extremist right-wing politician who has, popular support. He also lost the last election, of course, to Lula. But he lost to Lulu, I was about to say. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Those of you old enough and British enough to know who Lulu was. She might make a great politician, you never know. Anyway, he lost to Lula in the last election. But his supporters are still there and still causing a ruckus and still dangerous as well. So anyway, remember, these extremists can come in very quickly, but they take a long time to root out. So get rooting is all I can say. Right, this is a beginner level Sudoku puzzle. It's Monday, so I always explain, welcome to the channel for newcomers. And if you wonder why I'm talking about politics or anything else, well, the key is in the name of the channel, Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle. I mentioned the Guardian because obviously that's a non-right-wing publication and about the only one in the UK really. And I like to chat before the game of Sudoku about anything that's on my mind as a kind of homage to a certain famous book about motorcycle mechanics. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, never mind, look it up in Google. Okay, I'm going to start by explaining how we play the game. So we've got 9 squares across in every single row, and we've got 9 squares in every column. Some of the squares are empty, some of the squares are filled with digits. Our job, should we choose to accept it, and we definitely choose to accept it, is to fill in the numbers 1 to 9, 1 per square in each row and column. But let's not forget, we also have these small 3x3 grids that are outlined where we fill in the numbers 1 to 9. Now, how do we do this? Well, we use logic, we do not guess. So, for example, we have 2 in this column already. So that means there can't be any other 2s in this column. We only have 9 squares. We have to fill in numbers 1 to 9, so 1 number per square. And this is the idea that you need to consider. So 2 blocking down this column here. So we ask ourselves, this square, this square, this square, and this square, and this square, can they be 2? Answer, no, because of this 2 and this 2 here. And I think you're ahead of me already when you see that this 2 blocks everything in this row. So when we consider this section down here, this 3x3 grid, we can see that there's only one possibility for the 2 to be positioned in. It must go there. It can't go anywhere else. And that's what we need to do all around the board to finish the game. So it's just a matter of looking and seeing where things can go. For example, 7. Let's click on the 7. Now we've got 7 blocking across it. I'm not going to bother going back in this direction, and I'm not going to go further than that because I'm looking at this block here. So I'll just highlight these 3 squares for you, and 7 blocking down here, which gets rid of that square, meaning we've just got 1 empty square, and we know that 7 goes there. And then we're going to take that 7 that we just put in, and we'll say it goes up to the top like this. 7 blocking up to the top like this, and in this block up here, this 3x3 grid, there's only one position for the 7. Got the idea? Okay, great. Lucky you. Now you're a Sudoku expert, and I can leave you to it. But I won't, because I'll help you out a little bit further and get you to the end of the game. But of course, you have to try this yourself. It's a practical thing. Not just watch the videos, you need to try them out for yourself. There are plenty of other easy level games on this channel that you can check out. Right, so let's start with the ones. One's blocking across here and across here, which means that that is a 1. And we've got 1 blocking across here, which means that that is a 1. Now, if this is too fast for you, just rewind the video, watch it again, see what I'm doing. We've got 1s blocking across here, and down there. That's going to give me a 1 in that square there. 1 going up here, and across there, which means that that is a 1 there. And then 1 across here, and 1 up here. And this is the final digit 1. What do I mean by the final digit 1? Well, if you check and look carefully, you'll see there is a 1 in every row. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Every column, 1, 1, 1, 1. And every block. So we're finished. There aren't any other 1s to find. Excuse me while I have a drink. I'm a bit dry. Okay, now another logical thing that we can do is when we see something like this, there are 3 empty squares in this row. So remember, we need every number between 1 and 9. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pretty easy to see. So we know what's left, 7, 8, 9, right? And that's all that can be left, 7, 8, 9. So we know that these 3 empty squares must contain 7, 8, and 9. And I want to look at this square here and ask ourselves, can it be 7? And the answer is no, because we have 7 in this square. Can it be 8? Yeah, maybe. No reason why it can't be 8. Can it be 9? No. Can't be 9 because of this 9 here. So you can see the 7 and 9 in this column mean that this square here can't be 7 or 9. And there's only one option. It has to be 8. Okay, so that leaves 7 and 9 in these 2 squares here. And we ask ourselves, can we see whether either of these can be 7 or 8? Over here, 7 or 9, sorry. Over here, no, I don't know. Over here, yes, because look, we have 7 already in this block. So we have 7. That means that no other square can be 7 in this block. So this can't be 7. And we only have 7 and 9 missing from this row. So 7 will be here and 9 will be there. I'm a bit far away from the microphone. I hope the volume is okay. The reason is because the cat is sitting on me. And he's asleep. And I'm trying to... look after my cat master here. He's the master of the house. 6 blocks down here like this, 6 blocks up here, and 6 blocks across here. That will give me a 6 in that square. What else do we need? Not sure. Can't see anything yet. So let's just click on a few digits and see if anything looks easily available. The way to do it is to let your eyes wander up and down the rows and columns. Scanning, people often call it. Now here's an interesting thing. I know that this is going to be 4. Now, how do I know that? Okay, so, all right, first thing is we have to understand that we need a 4 in this column here, right? We don't have digit 4 yet. We're going to need a 4. It's got to go in one of these squares. There are 4 possibilities for 4. Now, first of all, this one we can dispatch fairly quickly because obviously we've got a 4 in this block, so we know that 4 can't be here. And we can see we've got a 4 across here like this, so we know that this square and this square can't be 4. That means 4 can only be in one of these 2 squares. Can't be here, can't be there, right? Okay. Now if you consider this 4 over here and consider that scanning along, you'll get this square blocked. 4 can't be here, right? 4 blocks across here, so this can't be 4. So where is 4? 4 in this block here is either here or here. Now if it's here, it's going to come across here and block this square, and if it's here, it's still going to block this square. So now we know this can't be 4, this can't be 4, and this can't be 4. So that's why the 4 must be in that location there. As I say, if any of this is too fast, just rewind the video and go back and watch it again. I'm sure you'll get it the next time. Okay, we have 5 down here and 5 across there, so that's going to put 5 into that square. Now here's something else. So we've got now 4 and 5 blocking across here. We've got 3 empty squares here. When I noticed earlier on that the 4 blocks across here, and now I click on the 5 and see the 5 blocks across here, I know that 4 and 5 can't be in this square here. 4 and 5 have to be in these 2 squares here. Which is which? Don't know. Doesn't matter, because I can still find this number here, because we have 1, 2. Have we got a 3 anywhere? No. 4, 5. Well, they're in those 2 squares there. 6, 7, 8, 9. So this has to be a 3. Can't be anything else. And again, we can say 3 blocking this square here, 3 blocking this square here. So in this column here, that's got to be a 3. And we've got 3 down, blocking down here, and 3 blocking up here. So we know that that's going to be a 3. Now the missing numbers in this row are 2 and 9. So I think you can see there's a 2 very close by. So this can't be 2, that must be 2. And this must be 9 to finish the row. Now, missing numbers here are 2 and 8. That's what we need for this block. And we've got 2 blocking across here. So that's going to be 2. That's going to be 8. Now, you can see there's an empty square here and an empty square here. And we can get either of those next. Let's look at this one. We don't have a 9 in this column down here. We have everything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 9. So that's our 9. And over here, what do we need? We don't have 7. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. We don't have 7. So let's put our 7 in. Now this row here is lacking a 7. So 7 has to appear in one of these 3 empty squares. Where does it go? Well, you can see 7 blocking this square and 7 blocking this square. So again, this is where the 7 lives. And also we've got 7 across here, 7 up there, and up there, which means that that is going to be the final digit 7. Now, like the 1, we have a 7 in every row, column, and block, and so there aren't any more to find. Here we have our 3 blocking all the way down here. There's our 3, and this will be a 6 to complete this block here. 5 blocks down here, only 1 empty square. Here's a 5, and now there's only 1 empty square to finish this, which is an 8. And if you think I'm finding the numbers quickly, that's just from practice, but I promise you can find them as quickly or even faster than me with a little bit of practice. So like everything, like many things in life, it requires a little bit of practice. But that's about it. We have 5 blocking this square here. We need a 5 in this column, so there's our 5. The last number for this row and this block, which is of course the same thing, is a 4. And we need a 4 to complete this column here. So you can see we've done a large amount of the grid already. Not too much more left to do. Should be okay from here on, I think. Shouldn't be too much trouble. Okay, let's look at this right hand column here, and we see 3 empty squares. We've got 1, 2, 3. We don't have 4, we don't have 5, and we don't have 9. So 4, 5, and 9 must go into these 3 squares here. Now I can see a 9 and a 5 together. That's 2 of our selection. So when I think about this square and say, can it be 5? No. Can it be 9? No. So the only other possible number was 4. So we know that 4 is in that square there. Now we can't get the 5 and 9 that go up here yet because we don't have enough information. But we can get this empty square here because it's the last one in this row, and that's going to be a 9. Okay, now there are 2 empty squares here, and the missing numbers in this column are 2 and 8. Can we get them? Yes, we can. How? Well, either because we've got 2 blocking this square, which puts the 2 up there, or because we've got 8 blocking this square, puts the 8 down there. So you get double choices there. Okay, 2 blocks across here and 2 blocks up there. So that would be the 2 there. And there's one more number to go in this column. What don't we have yet? We don't have a 9 yet, so it has to be a 9. And where should we go next? Let's see. It's a game of looking, really, you know, your observation. I think, let's see what's missing down here. We have 2 blocking across here and 2 down there. That's going to put 2 into that square there. We have 6 blocking across here. That's going to put 6 into that square there. We have 3 blocking down here, which gives us a 3 there. And we can finish here with 4. Now there's 1 empty square here, and that's enough space to be filled with a 4, I think. When I say I think, I mean I know. 4 blocks across here, there's our 4, and the missing digit here is going to be an 8. 8 blocks across here and up here, and there's our 8. So you're filling in huge amounts of it now, just little tiny bits to go. 9 blocks across here, that gives us a 9 in this square, and just we need a 5 to finish this here. 5 blocks across here, that puts the 5 up there, or you could just look across and find the missing digit, and this will be a 6. 1 empty square down here, that needs to be a 5, and this will be a 3 for this row, and last number to satisfy the row across, the column down, the block here, and the entire grid is a 9, and that's the end of our beginner level puzzle for a Monday. Check out the playlist of lots of easy games at the end here and practice as much as you can. That's it. Thank you. Bye bye.